Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Outer World Spacer's Choice edition. We are going to be doing the DLC, the Murder on Eridanos now.
Welcome back, Captain.
I haven't actually
How
played
can I
this
be
yet.
of assistance?
You mentioned an Aetherwave drama? I'd like to see it.
Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
Halcyon Helen versus the Brain Eaters.
It was the law-forsaken parasites. I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner, Philip. And my ex-partner, Bernice. And Lieutenant Egan. And those two informants.
Is she gonna avenge everybody?
Rizzo's distillery. But it wasn't just the triple distilled deliciousness of Rizzo's Spectrum brand vodka that I found there.
This is an ad, for God's sake.
It was death. I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price.
Brain Eaters, huh?
But at what cost to me?
Oh God.
It's you.
This is the Halcyon News.
What the fuck?
Breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating. Law be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico of the famed Eridanos Atmospheric Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
How about I just call you Lou? Let me guess. It's about Halcyon Helen's murder.
Her death is the tragedy of our lifetime. As the face of our new product line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before
We haven't seen the
this
Brown
tragic event. But we cannot move forward with our unveiling until we apprehend the killer.
And your first thought was to come to me?
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this.
Who the fuck are you?
Captain Hawthorne, Sublight's favorite freelancer. I'm such an admirer of your work. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me. The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I'm having trouble seeing the death of a 2-bit actor as an assault on the colony.
2-bit actor? Oh, Captain. This isn't Spencer Woolridge we're talking about. This is Halcyon Helen, Princess of Periodicals, Duchess of Dramaturgy. You would not believe the money she made us on Dissident Busters.
For law's sake, Cedric, could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract? Because I promise you, I'll win.
Can we get back to the point here, please?
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Who are you?
Law, how hard is it to hire a freelancer? Apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was inappropriate of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier. You're a specialist. I understand you have a talent for misappropriation and bypassing security. I may not approve of these talents, but I appreciate your skill. As far as I'm concerned, you're the ideal inspector for this case.
Inspector Jacques Fontaine. I like the sound of that.
I'm pleased to hear that. The future of our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. But Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know Administrator Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon appreciate your involvement. Mr. Kincannon could lose his spaceport if board authorities took over the investigation, and if Rizzo's is forced to cancel its unveiling, we might never recover.
Okay. Helen must have been pretty popular for death could put an end to your operations.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved, outside of our courageous business leaders.
You sound a bit worn out.
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico and Mr. Kincannon. What's not to like?
They seem like jackasses.
Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
I mean, you seem competent. You could have dealt with this.
I represent the law, Captain. But what's happening between Mr. Kincannon and the Administrator is politics. Politics are not my area of expertise. The law is simple. Politics are complicated.
All right, I've got everything I need.
Transmission terminated.
Oh.
Captain, we are now cleared to land at the Eridanos Atmospheric Complex.
What can you tell me about Eridanos?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system. The Eridanos Atmospheric Complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
I don't know why they're trusting me to catch Halcyon Helen's killer.
There are several reasons why someone would hire your services. In descending order of likelihood, they are as follows: desperation, confusion, mistaken identity, inebriation, and genuine faith in your abilities.
All right. Okay, so now we can travel to Eridanos now. So I've never actually done... I've never played this DLC before, so this is going to be new for us. Alright, so... we're going to take Parvati and Sam, the Brain Eaters. Oh shit, look at this. So it's like a whole map. It's like a whole big like map to it. It's not just a small area. Cool. Alright, leveled up again. I think we're gonna get Persuade up as well. And then I want to get Hack up some more. Last roll of Halcyon Helen. Alright, so speak to the bellhop. So how big is this map? Oh, it's not huge. Well, I mean, I guess it's probably a little bigger than we would think. So, we have like a building up. We have a bunch of like little structures up here. We have this building here. We have these here. They're like all connected via like what looks like bridges. So we're on this like main kind of like section. I do like that it's like up in the sky though. That's pretty sick. Just get all this crap sitting over here.
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Could we get more jobs like this one?
Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. It does kind of like remind me in a sense of like Byzantium a little bit, where it's like not falling apart for once.
Hello.
Oh
Hello there.
my
Hope your
God!
Atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial Head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
What's the mood in the hotel? Are a lot of people upset?
I'll say. There's nary a soul here who wasn't a fan of hers in some respect. Just about everybody's shocked. Some people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
Emergency stain and accident disappearing goop capsules are currently low on capacity. Would you like to order a new 5,000 caps carton of goop for this unit?
Folks
Sure.
get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
Was she a divisive figure?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
How'd she get so famous?
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. I imagine the admin briefed you about Helen's part in the Spectrum Brown unveiling.
Yeah.
Too bad about the postponement. Not so terrible as Helen's murder, but still a crying shame.
Was the product release a big deal?
You bet it was. Rizzo's rented out the ballroom in the hotel just for the launch event. Reckoned it was gonna be a real swell affair. Rizzo's ain't unveiled the product since the debut of Spectrum Ultraviolet. Invisible to the naked eye, and as it happened, prone to causing massive internal bleeding. Anyway,
how many flavors of the Rizzo's
Once you're
liquor
ready,
there
head
is?
down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Bags? What bags?
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kits, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing.
I don't have any
You're
bags.
Still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
No, that would be ridiculous. Yes, I do.
See, you say that, but I still ain't seen no bags. Know what? Never mind, it's not my business. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the Grand Ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
God, what a dumbass hat. Look at this dumbass hat. Alright, well. Ooh. Take those. Thank you very much. Let's make sure we pay attention to what's stealing, what isn't. Alright, this is sealed. Luxury landing pad.
Complete lockdown. No one's allowed in or out. Murder investigations concluded.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
Okay. Workbench. None of this is stealing. That's nice. Some nice wilderness around. Damn, tons of the Rizzos there.
Any idea how many?
There's a ladder like back here. All right, so I wonder how we get into here. This is an elevator that goes down. I would assume. The fuck does this actually take us?
Greetings, Inspector. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Okay. Oh, so it's just like, it's just, I guess we don't want to walk downstairs. You're too lazy. Spectrum yellow. Maybe we'll, I guess we'll see if we can pick up like a different color. I don't think I've seen yellow. We've seen the, what do you call it? The red and the purple, I think, too, but you have anything I can take? Oh, that's stealing. Oh, that's also stealing. The Dissonant Queen, Chapter 1. Halcyon Helen battles a lingering foe in a seedy bar. Halcyon Helen and Typhon Tim spoke in quiet tones about their next course of action. Their voices soft beneath the din of the bar. The duo had just finished the last of the paperwork on Helen's latest job. Filing precise reports always raised her spirits. The trails led us here, and I suspect it will lead us no farther. Soon we will find the source of the Dissident's monsters, said Helen, a characteristic grin on her face. Let's hope your hunch is correct, Tim murmured, for I suspect their agents will not be far behind us. As if brought on by Tim's I thought maybe that was like superstition, but supposition? A frightful voice suddenly thundered throughout the room. Near the door loomed a giant and blood-stained man, looking for all his worth, like he had fought his way through a Manta Queen's den. It was Maximilian Mercer, well-feared dissident stooge, and he held 2 Spacer's Choice light pistols in his greasy hands. Hey, look, Sam. There's a janitor. Just like you, but he has a little duster instead of a. So there's, oh, that's Purpleberry. I was like, there's purple.
Oh my stars. This is the hotel? I only ever seen a place like this in periodicals. Or that one episode of Agent Common.
Kind of want to look around a little bit. Get to know this like first area, I guess. Hotel guest. Phaeton Pilot House. Welcome to Eridanos. Hotel, the Pilot House discovered. Hello.
Move along.
You have a name, so I'll be talking to you sometime. Oh, yep, this is stealing. So we can't get through here. Big old sublight thing there.
Muting volume now.
Alright. Oh look, it's not like they're gonna know. They ain't seen shit. Alright, so what is that? Pilot house? Maybe? That's what that is? Alright, so... Distillation station! So that would be... Distillation is... Pilot house over there. So I guess the pilot house, right? The pilot house is like the thing that pulls the whole city together. Like it pulls the city. So it's like the bridge pretty much. You have the distillery there. Ooh. Ooh. Better watch where we step, I guess. Steel coolant tank. Another Spectrum yellow. All right, well. And then to bust me, I guess. So I'll just keep on walking. There's a little park over here. Oh, this guy's a gardener. Sam, he also has a spray nodule, but his doesn't have acid in it like yours does. See, look, there's plenty of Sam's people here too. He gets the representation. Scenic deck.
So pretty up here. Almost like they cut out a piece of Terra 2 and brought it up to the sky.
I told you, didn't I? The view's fit to stop one's heart. Really? Considering the circumstances, that's...
Alright, what's that whole big old piece of land over there as well? This map's actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Bellhop. No, I'm not. Especially with your stupid hat on, big dumb idiot. Big stupid sublight hat. Look like a fucking moron. There's a greenhouse here. Sun parlor. Not stealing it here. Pool cleaner, blue, watercoloring, and blah 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 blah. Who cares? Ooh, it says Rizzo's employee journal. It seems Rizzo's has set me up with a rather straightforward task. Slug has an automatic mixer for their pool cleaner. If it's automatic, one would think it wouldn't need to be manually cycled, but I suppose I should be thankful it works at all. Instructions. Mix the chemicals by cycling each vat, then use the console to create a compound once you have the desired combination. Not exactly building a terraformer here, but no matter how simple these things are, some people will still have problems. Good thing I've been at this for as long as I have. Chemicals. Chlorinosol, red number 1. Muriatic acid, green number 2. Brominating oxalator, yellow number 3. Blue water coloring, 422, blue number 4. Hydrogenated defoamer, orange number 5. Seems odd to store all these chemicals together. Putting some of these together would render the pool less habitable than some of the sulfur pits on Monarch. Perhaps that's why they decided to hire a professional. Beneath the entry, there's a note in different handwriting. Any opportunistic freelancer that reads this should meet me on the hotel balcony of a business opportunity. Ah. Yeah, I see. It's going to be about mixing shit together, isn't it? View VAT1 status. It's the oxalator. Blue water coloring. I don't want to mix the chemicals together. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Hotel guests. This is this building here. See this right here. Botanical operations. Okay. Stealing in here. Probably shouldn't even be in here, should we? That's chapter 3. I need to find chapter 2 first. Slug storeroom key? I'm guessing this leads us into the sealed. Does this person have the storeroom key? Maybe they do, maybe they don't, I don't know. Alright, just found that. So next little island here is Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. So that's what that is over there. Not exploration, exploitation. Let me guess the door's locked? Oh, there we go. There's nobody over here. Thank you. Alright, well, that's that, I guess. Back of the hotel. And we have this, like, fountain. That doesn't seem to work. Okay, what's this? That's where all the robots go, huh? Yeah, on a mechanical deck. A gardener. Hello, slug sweeper or whatever. As long as you don't see me stealing, it's not stealing. Purpleberry orchards. Oh, that's where all the purpleberry trees grow. That's pretty cool. Ooh, there's orange. But there's like a color for every like one in the rainbow. It's probably just a whole Roy G. Biv in there. So we can't go over here yet. Alright, so yeah, the orchards are over there, and then the last pathway. They have a tennis court. Okay, don't say that.
The performance pack Ball Boy Protocols. Consult the parts manual
Don't.
under section 2G-4518.
Don't talk about that. Knockout court memo. To all guests, management urgently requests you refrain from using tossball equipment on the sudden death knockout courts. Guests using the court have not signed the proper paperwork for death and dismemberment by any equipment under the knockout rackets. Any hemorrhages, brain damage, or life-threatening concussions caused due to tossball-related mischief will result in extensive fines. Should you desperately wish to sate your tossball recreation needs, management recommends you visit the Rizzo's Rangers on the second VIP guest floor. Slug is not responsible for any guests beaten to death by the Rangers during scrimmage matches. Okay. What's this? Pool Plaza.
Ugh. This smells worse than rancid salt tuna. Oh, well, I think it's coming from the pool.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, it's some nasty green water.
Oh, you're that inspector, right.
Little
sorry,
Dolph.
but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Why does the pool look all green?
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
Why are people upset?
Part of the reception for the Spectrum Brown launch was supposed to be out here. Rizzo's rented out the area, said they had their own maintenance person instead of paying one of Slug's. As you can see, their maintenance person ruined the use of the pool for everyone. Would have been even worse if the unveiling hadn't been canceled. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
Face down in his own spit?
Look, I call it how I see it. They found the poor slackwit alongside syringes enough to put down a herd of mantisaurs. His family will have to be fined. Rizzo should have been more careful about who they hired. They're lucky nothing got permanently damaged.
Something about this sounds off-kilter. I'd like to take a look around.
Alright. You may want to visit the Sun Parlor. That's where that Rizzo's fool mixed the chemicals he used.
Okay.
Oh, and you can talk to Lily, my boss. She probably has some great advice. I saw her walk toward the bridge to the Purpleberry Orchards earlier. Reckon she's still there. Now, anything else I can do for you?
Some questions about the
So
pool.
long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.
You said Rizzo's hired someone to do the cleaning?
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got tripicale for brains. But that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things.
You're heavily armed for a pool guard, aren't you?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
All right.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so we have that. And the last thing over here is the Purius Spaceport. There's no response from Cedric. I'm guessing this is where Cedric lives.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing. Just leaving.
All right, but I got my eye on you.
Yeah, you're in shit, man. Yeah. Fuck off. I think everything in here is probably not as good as the Assault Rifle 2. 21. Ooh, that might actually be end up being better than this. Mark III pistol. Dang, this Mark III pistol is actually pretty good. Level 30. Let me guess, I can't even use it? Oh, I can. It's level 29. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. Damn, 263? Not for me, but for somebody else. I might save that as well, I'll be honest. Alright, so let's see if we get I wanna see if we can get like one of every color of the vodka. Get rid of one. So they have a yellow, yeah, the Spectrum. So they have yellow, they have orange, and we know they have red and purple. What's this note? I can't read it. Well, it's something for later then, I guess. Nothing in there. Wow, that was some bullshit. Okay, that's sealed. And this is the ladder that led up to the other side here. There's a few things just kind of hiding out, I guess. Alright, well, then let's head to the hotel. And,
I can't believe someone so famous as Halcyon Helen could meet a fate like this.
Head inside, shall we? Halcyon Helen dead? Okay. Alright, so there's a bottom, there's a floor underneath us. That's the main floor, and then there's an upper floor.
Report. The immediate vicinity is sparkling clear.
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed?
Probably because there's been a murder.
I wanted brunch.
This leads out to the pool. Hotel guests.
With Halcyon Helen gone, does that mean spend?
Oh, refreshments. Can I buy a vodka? Rum and something. I have an orange. I don't want an orange. Tile-ritos? Tile-ritos. Woolly curds. Let's see. I'm only gonna have Spacer's Choice stuff. Same thing with this.
I'll bet you 10
Two
bits this is
hotel
all just some
guests.
sort of publicity.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me.
Concierge.
I demand a room upgrade.
Join us for the Profit of Profitability Seminar. A flyer promoting a productotherapy seminar with renowned Prophet of Profitability Jasmine Leyva as her retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Under her patented system, purge your body of a nefarious humor stopping you from unlocking your true productive potential. Alright, so we got this guy to talk to, it seems. Any character that's named. Oh, there we go. Destiny Queen Chapter 2. Halcyon Helen encounters the Slugmen. Having fought their way past numerous bandit ambushes and hostile auto-mechanicals, Halcyon Helen and Olympus Opal have found themselves at the gates of the dissident hideout. You're a fine partner, easily better than my last, said Helen, but I dare say these fiends outrank your typical anti-establishment scum. Many of them were scientists before they deserted their corporations, whereupon they stole technology for their own nefarious purposes. I've seen their abominations and more than a typical person can handle. You should return to your job and to the place where you're needed. Though I know my work was valuable, Opal said, I am still pleased that I was promoted to assist in your quest to rid the galaxy of those who would threaten the colony's productivity. The two of us together will, I believe, be twice as effective in eliminating the enemies of the board. Helen did not respond, but instead bid her companion be silent, for she had seen the gates to the distant hideout were no longer shut. Someone, or something, had opened them. Oh, my room's not ready yet. Damn. Who the fuck is it? Hello?
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you.
Okay.
Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
Okay then, I'm just looking around.
I understand. There's much to see and do in the Grand Colonial, and I'm not hurt just because you didn't come here to see me. Not that hurt, anyhow. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
You said you operate the elevator, right? Can guests not press the button themselves?
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
So I'd assume the bellhops all know each other. Any gossip about Norville?
Oh, yes. Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome, too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
Do you know anything about Halcyon Helen's murder?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off?
Have marauders been a problem at the Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
These people seem... These people seem a little off. I feel like maybe there's something up with them, like maybe these hats are hiding something that we can't see. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird, kind of strange. Oh, nobody can see me here. Severed head of Burbage 2000. Oh no! The head of Burbage 2000 torn from its body in the penultimate act of Titus and Androidicus. Why, foolish Burbage, dost thou not perceive that Halcyon is but a wilderness of dissidents, and it is only through our citizens' vigilance that they will be caught? Report any and all suspicious behavior to your local constable. Oh my god. Just don't want to get seen by that lady. It's Spacer's choice. Alright. I guess I'll talk to the concierge.
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are suspended. Oh, you're the special inspector.
That'd be me.
And warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Right, you happen to have my room key.
Yes, I mean, no. I mean, I don't yet, but I will, Inspector, sir. You'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently.
Nice.
So recently that, unfortunately, the room's still being cleaned.
Oh, it's because it's where she was
sure
murdered.
By the time you've examined the crime scene.
All right.
I believe Constable Keene should be waiting for you in the grand ballroom.
Didn't see the grand ballroom on my way in.
Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it. The Grand Colonial front desk warmly welcomes.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
may I be of assistance?
You got some high profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip.
Hell yeah.
About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
You ever seen Helen acting strangely?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
Heard Black Hole Birdie was staying here.
Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
What kind of we've got some kind of productivity guru here, right? What's her deal?
Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolridge has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time.
All right. Helen's co-star Woolrich. He have any reason to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
All right.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony one high-stakes encounter at a time.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
All right, what does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolridge gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the upmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
Yeah, well, we'll get there when we get there. No one seems to talk about much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Rizzo's plant, either.
All right. You can honestly tell me there's nothing of interest in the entire half of the hotel.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own.
A nice door that is not supposed to be opened? All right.
If you're sure.
Well, yeah, I guess my room's not ready yet, so I guess we'll just go ahead and leave the conversation for now. All right, so we're here. We've talked to her. Just hotel guest. Cool. There's Norville. It's just a bellhop. Grand ballroom. Here's something nice. Seriously? Close the fucking door. Before we get busted. Just in case. Terminal. Hack. Access restricted message. Well, first of all, let's see the VIP guest list. So Ruth Bellamy, Halcyon Helen, Spencer Woolrich, Black Hole Bertie Holcomb. Request manifest for Helen Halcyon. Despite her celebrity status, the greater part of Halcyon Helen's requests have been fairly normal. Soap, shampoo, new towels, and so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge about that sort of thing. Law knows I've seen stranger proclivities from other guests. But she really does request a lot, and frequently. Listen to this. For lunch today, she ordered 6 Boursin bean sandwiches, 2 purple berry shakes, 2 purple berry liqueurs, several retro rockets, and cigarettes enough to crush a teacup canid. I'd wonder if she's planning a party, but the cleaning staff say that every time they've gone up, there's no sign of what she's ordered. If Helen really does keep managing to get through all of what she's been ordering, then maybe she should consider quitting show business and entering the competitive consumption scene instead. Well, I think the whole she's eating a lot thing is a clue into her murder. Maybe not directly, but... Alright, Spencer Woolrich. In the past 2 weeks, I've received 315 different service requests from Mr. Woolrich. These requests include, but are not limited to, his entire wardrobe from Terran Monarch, 413 different outfits, including a primal suit, 5 gallons of each color of Spectrum except black, once 50 gallons of black, teacup canids of various breeds, a plasma launcher, and consisting of over 60% of all total requests an upgraded room. Administrator Ludovico authorized him to move into the second largest room just to shut him the hell up. But Halcyon Helen's got the biggest one, and of course Woolrich can't accept that he's been eclipsed. Got another room upgrade request as I was typing this. I've more than half of mine to send an exterminator to fumigate his room, just so he can't request anything else for a while. But then he might come down here and try to talk to me, and I think I'd quite honestly rather be dead. And Bertie Black Hole Holcomb. Holcomb's requests have been about what you'd expect from a professional skullcracker. Toss balls, toss ball sticks, new clothes because he keeps, and I quote, accidentally tearing the shirts that are too small for my giant muscles. Funny how the rips I've seen look more like they've been made by hand. I've noticed that he's asked for very little in the way of effort accelerators or enhancers. No skin tough, no oxycom, not even any dervish mist. Typically, tossball players go through that filth like no one else. Maybe Holcomb's trying to prove something to Helen. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to work. Alright, guest complaints. From Annoyed, subject this infernal racket. Concierge from Annoyed. Do you like torturing me? Is that what this is? When I first learned I'd be just beneath the floor occupied by the Rizzo's Rangers, I was excited, as any tossball-loving Halcyonite should be. What I did not anticipate is the degree to which these holeheads seem to enjoy prancing to and fro, pounding on their floor and my ceiling every hour of the architect-cursed day. Did they install a tossball 5th chord upstairs while I wasn't looking, or is this normal? And worst of all, it sounds like one of them has decided to start imitating a woolly cow. I'll give them that it's a convincing facsimile, but no, it has no place in a hotel, and each bleat is so loud it shakes the glasses on my face. I demand a room change yesterday. For each additional hour after midnight today that I am not rehomed, I expect at least one employee to be fired. A concerned Byzantine. Subject, mechanical menace. To whatever member of the help it may concern. I've heard a horrible clinking passing my room every night for the past 6 nights. Yesterday, I mustered up all my courage and sent a servant to look, and upon her return, she said she'd seen what looked like an armed mechanical wander by my room for the past 6 nights. She said it was something called a Burbage 3001, and that it was a serial star. If this machine is a serial star, I must ask, why are you filming outside our rooms without paying us? We're not consenting to having our temporary property filmed. There is no doubt a contract for this, and if the machine is being allowed to wander without being filmed, then I want to be paid double. Do you have any idea how dangerous that thing could be? It could tread on my foot and ruin my aspirations to be a professional dancer. If I ever decide to have those aspirations, I urgently await a response. Well, there you go. Now you see what the people from Byzantium, the Byzantium planet's like. Halston, I have reason to believe Ludovico is getting agitated again, which will likely present itself in several dozen messages to you, each demanding a reduction in Rizzo's payments. Funnel these messages into the trash, if you please. If Ludovico wants to renegotiate the terms of our contract, he's welcome to take his operations elsewhere. Cedric. Okay. So we've got that. So that's where we're headed.
Welcome to the Grand Colonial. Please make yourself at home. I hope you catch the killer soon, Inspector. I don't want to see the Grand Colonial shut down.
Oh, Norville.
The crime scene's awaiting, Inspector. Can't believe something like this could happen in my hotel. When I found her, I was just hoping she had a little too much to drink, but all the grievous bodily injury adds up, I suppose.
You found the body? Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't ask. Anyway, I'm sure you've got questions.
Did you see Helen on the day of her death?
Of course I did. I just told you I found the body.
Before she died, idiot.
You mean when she was still breathing? No, of course I didn't. Plus, it's untoward for an employee to speculate about the actions of a hotel guest. Not that I saw any hotel guests interacting with her.
I think we both know that you're itching to gossip.
Honestly, you're more than a little right. I've been burning at the britches to share my theories. Day of her death, I saw Helen leave the hotel premises with the profit of profitability, and didn't see her come back. A little on the suspicious side, I think. Seemed especially strange, seeing how, as far as I was aware, the two didn't get on.
What's the deal with the profit of profitability? She a guest?
Yep. Gives seminars on increasing profit margins and the like. Can't say much else, seeing how I ain't in the gossip market.
Why didn't Helen and the Prophet get along?
As far as I can recall, Helen dismissed the lady's seminars in some kind of interview. Said her co-star used them, but she didn't. The top rungers are always ready to read between the lines of famous folks and seem to think the Prophet was on her way out. Woman lost a ton of bits and is set to lose more.
Alright.
I hope all that helped. I'd like to be as useful as I can in the investigation. I just didn't want to steer anyone the wrong way.
You want to give me more details on how you came across the body?
Sure, I'd taken to checking the ballroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to
she's
my
in the
room
ballroom.
in
Well, then
morning
why
after
is
my
the...
mandated 5-hour
I know
sleep
why.
period.
It's because it's all of her food.
Tell ya.
That's right.
Thank the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, now I can finally see smells.
Any idea why Helen would have been in the ballroom after hours?
Beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, practicing for the unveiling?
Did you kill Helen? You can tell me if you did. It'll be our secret.
What? No. Just because I found the corpse doesn't mean I made her a corpse. I was in shift all day. Besides, I loved Helen serials.
Maybe a little too much.
The old ones, anyway. The newer episodes are hot junk on a warm day.
Alright.
Sure. What's on?
Got any idea who might have wanted to do Helen in?
Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
Alright, we'll see you then. Norville. You fucking clown. Right, these are all just hotel guests. Employees only. This is a level A key card.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
Alright, here she is.
Everybody staring.
And here's the constable.
Didn't they teach him to respect the dead? Oh gosh, is that Miss Helen? Can we see?
Yeah, Parvati. It's her. Oh, look, Spectrum Brown. Here we go. I'll just be taking all that. Thank you very much. It is unreleased after all, and I'd like to have some. Plus, I need one for my little collection of different colored vodkas at this point. Sorry, rum. If it's brown, drink it. Oh, that's not the best tagline. Locked. Alright, well, here I am.
Oh, thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Constable Keene, nice to meet you. We spoke over the Aetherwave.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on. Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
What have you got for me, Doctor?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my discrepancy amplifier. Hold it in your hands.
Oh.
Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Interesting. I'm guessing this device makes use of deterministic calculus.
You're rather sharp in your upper story. I can see why you're the inspector. The discrepancy amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Sounds like something the OSI teaches.
Oh, goodness, no. I don't care for OSI doctrine. I just enjoy their math.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Okay. Oh, in a weapon slot. Alright. Well, then I guess we'll take the hammer out and we'll put this thing in. Scanning Eridanos for evidence. To catch Helen's killer, you need to use a discrepancy amplifier scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you've located some evidence, aim directly at it while zooming in with the scope and press the interact button to analyze it. Okay. Well, she had some bits on her.
Please show a little respect.
Oh, hey, come on. She's not using it. She's dead. Oh, here we go.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification.
So you've been designed with a modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Alright, well, tell me about this discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the Grand Ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Taste the dirt. Does the size of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
Amplifier, can you analyze the dirt?
The dirt carries traces of fertilizer, as well as the faint signs of crushed purpleberries and grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards, located not far from the Grand Colonio.
So Helen must have been at the orchard before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Nice. Alright, so... With that to 90, and then let's get the lockpick up as well. Okay. Recharges faster. Well, that raises our skills, even though it's not as much because people in the party, but... Alright.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
Okay. Was she trying to spell the name of her killer?
This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
You could stand for... isn't Black Hole Birdie staying here?
Correct. Bertie Blackhole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anyone else I should know about?
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
Make a note of this for later, Amplifier.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Don't patronize me. So I guess when you see like the blue like stuff, it's like tells you there that's where there's like a clue.
How awful!
Yeah, we haven't gone upstairs yet. Talk to the concierge here in a minute. Okay. Purple berry.
Why'd Helen have...
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to Terror on Monarch.
Just running something.
I did not read about this kind of treatment in the service agreement papers.
And we have medical here.
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear. Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
What else is going on here? What the hell's going on here, huh?
Murder or no murder?
Let's see here. Patient logs. Bosch Hartford. Hartford Bosch. Complaint back pains. Another day, another case that bores me to drink. The ill-fated Byzantine of the hour thought it was prudent to gorge himself on enough purple berry wine to incapacitate a primal. He then attempted to reach the lobby by stairs rather than the elevator and fell down 6 flights. Automechanical servants broke his fall. He broke their servo mechanisms and will be billed accordingly. Fractures in left clavicle, right femur, partial bone, or parietal bone, ribs, more injuries than brain cells. I recommend replacing purple berry wine with Rizzo's Spectrum Violet in order to appease Rizzo's company policy. Patient log, Nina Hahn. Complaint, extreme excitability. Finally, something a little different from the norm. Miss Hahn came in earlier today, escorted by her sister. Apparently not long after arriving on Eridanos, the two of them went on a trip to the Purpleberry Orchards. Miss Hahn's sister visited the puzzle hedges, but quickly became lost. When she eventually made her way out, Miss Hahn was nowhere to be found. The sister claims that Miss Hahn returned to their hotel room several hours later, but has been unusual ever since. Her sister described the patient as formerly sullen, morose, phlegmatic, and given to melancholia. Her demeanor has transformed into an unpleasant degree of levity and shocking enthusiasm towards everything. I suggest vast quantities of cheap alcohol. Alright. Is there even anybody in here? There's not. Discrepancy amplifier replacements. The replacement models of the discrepancy amplifier fitted with backups of its logic module. A label reads, in case of careless inspector. Ha ha ha. Good one. Okay. Oh, it's blood. Take those. Alright, well, come up here and we've searched around all that. Okay, well.
The Grand Colonial front desk warmly.
Yep,
How may I be?
One check my room is ready.
Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Alright. Cool.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day.
Sure.
Which authorized floor can I bring you to?
The VIP guest floor?
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor.
Oh, I'm not, huh? Alright, well, the penthouse suite then, I guess.
Stop. The finest seat in the house.
Well. Oh, look, everybody's here. Nyoka. Oh, there's some Spectrum Red.
Did you know the smoke from high society cigarettes is 10.07% more likely to leave odor and discoloration in fabrics than other leading brands?
I did not. Is that poster again?
I do love all the wall space. So much room for trophies.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Alright. So this is like a whole map here of this. Oh, nice. Ammo.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. The imprint left inside this suitcase matches the silhouette of Halcyon Helen's iconic handgun, the Needler.
Ooh.
The weapon was recently removed.
Okay. So I guess it'll like actually light up when there's like something nearby.
Helen.
Oh.
Where did we go wrong?
Audio message.
Oh, Lo, I'm so sorry. That didn't mean for... Helen, I love you. I love you so much.
Well, then that sounds a little desperate. Messages. From Administrator Ludovico. Subject grateful. Miss H. Helen, thank you for choosing the Eridanos atmospheric complex as the site of your next publicity and marketing campaign. By endorsing the Spectrum Brown product, you are allying yourself with a revolution in the leisure beverage market. Indeed, in the culture of Halcyon itself. We're going to change the world together. Sincerely, Quentin Ludovico. From Profitability, PO subject disappointed. From Profitability to Ruth Bellamy. Helen, I don't understand why you and I must be enemies. We are not. Are we not both branches on the same tree of privilege? You command audiences with your masterly performances on the Aetherwave, and I command the attention of our corporate leaders. We're both cultural icons with a responsibility to set a good example. I'm disappointed to discover you've berated my seminars publicly and on official records. I take particular umbrage in your characterization of my most recent seminar. Spearheading your project, How to Motivate Your Workforce Using Ancient Weaponry, as a, and I quote, nonsensical vanity project from a dyed-in-the-wool buffoon. These are fighting words. Expect to hear from my personal auditor soon. Sincerely, Profitability, PO. Money can't buy happiness. And other lies we tell ourselves, a new seminar by the Prophet of Profitability. Okay, so Bertie Holcomb is already suspicious, and so is Prophet of Profitability. From Cedric Kincannon to Ruth Bellamy. Free advice. Miss Bellamy, you're a talented actor. I've enjoyed all your roles across the years. I'm especially fond of your performance in Terror on Monarch. Ludovico doesn't appreciate the serials. Maybe that's why he never knows when he's being played. He still thinks you're here to endorse Spectrum Brown. Your performance has him fooled. I have a feeling I know what you're up to. It's always a little disappointing when the audience is a few steps ahead of the plot. Best, Cedric. Hack. Recover a deleted message. Knows the truth. Please hurry. Don't know how much longer I can keep. Okay. Guest advisories. Safety is your responsibility. In light of recent unfortunate events regarding the passing of our beloved cultural icon, we at the Grand Colonial have doubled the number of armed guards for only a small security surcharge. Surcharge non-refundable. The Grand Colonial is not responsible for death or dismemberment that occurs off hotel grounds. Oh, okay, so they charge the guests when they have to hire more security. Okay, well, that makes sense. Bathroom? There's like a bunch. There's just like a bunch of stuff in here. The room is a mess, I will say. I feel like cigarettes and alcohol everywhere. Even in the bathroom. This whole thing is a mess. More drugs. Different wigs, I guess. Max.
Serials are used by the board to control what the colonists think about reality. Quite a powerful thing.
Drink carts, glasses everywhere.
Everything's so soft and silky and expensive. Oh gosh, I hope I don't get any grease stains on the furniture.
Alright, so poor Horde dwelt. Tricked on the Prophet of Profitability. That's a main quest. Ellie, what do you think of this place?
You think they'll let us expense the booze?
You know, no, probably not. Contact him. Look around the rest of this place first. Felix?
This room ain't so bad. I could get used to this.
Something. Alright, so these are kind of like clues that we found. Investigation board with loose collection of photographs and papers. Like notebooks lies open beside a stack of clean papers. It looks like someone intended to write something but never got started. There's pictures here too. Workbench. Right. Spectrum Brown, I already have one of those. Just leaves bits lying in the kitchen. It's another Spectrum Brown. And then slaps. Okay, so yes.
Inspector, I understand you've visited the scene of the crime. Halcyon Helen was an important cultural icon. She will be sorely missed.
You mean Ruth Bellamy? Halcyon Helen was just a character.
Halcyon Helen was more than a character. She was a brand. Her death will now be associated with Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. You understand why that worries me.
Oh, well, you got a good point. Just turning this into an ad. Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. It's heart-stoppingly good.
Stop. Please warn me before you provide me with unsolicited ideas. There are waivers you need to sign. Back to the matter at hand. Tell me about your investigation.
I've got a lead. I can't tell you why, but I need to access the orchards.
Your discretion is appreciated. I admit, I'm beginning to feel more confident in this arrangement. Here, I'm granting you access through the gates to the orchards. You're officially authorized to see this investigation through to the end. There is one caveat. Cedric's being rather intransigent about letting you into the spaceport. Possibly he's trying to hide something. Possibly he wants to annoy me. Possibly both.
So he locks his doors the moment an investigator arrives? That's not suspicious at all.
I agree with the sentiment behind your snide remark. Unfortunately, the Piraeus spaceport is Cedric's purview, not mine.
Piraeus.
You have a lead to chase. Law speed, Inspector.
I'll be back. Alright, well. How do I leave? Oh.
Hi there, Inspector. It might be a little beyond my job description to ask, but at my heart, I'm still a bellhop. Was the suite to your liking?
That's kind of rude. I didn't know they made hotel rooms that large. It was great.
Good. I'm glad. Now, I'd love to bring you to a floor of your choosing.
The lobby. Exit the Grand Colonial. There we go. Take what I normally take. Oh god, look, it's in the bottom of the Spectrum Brown. It's like bloody. Alright, well, first of all, we have this, like, side quest. Create a pool cleaner chemical. Alright, well, let's investigate the pool. Pool filter.
timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the Purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
Okay. Mechanical contraption for propagating chemicals inserted above through the pool water. Someone has scratched a sentence into the filter's plating. Irion was here? Alright, well, I need to get up on the balcony here. Hello.
I saw you meander on out of the pool and into the greenhouse. Now you're here. Does that mean what I think it means?
I read your notes. If I say I'm interested.
Good. If you're interested in burying the pool, I'm interested in paying you.
Why go after a hotel pool? Not exactly my most high-profile target.
Maybe not. Maybe I just want Rizzo's working relationship with Slug to implode for the benefit of Spacer's Choice. But you're right, it ain't high profile, and it ain't gotta be. Any damage to Rizzo's is cause for celebration. You ain't gotta concern yourself with my spite. Consider me an average Byzantine, and I'll consider you an average contractor.
Sure.
That's great to hear. Or grand, as the Byzantines are so fond of saying. Not that I ain't one. There's a chemical mixing machine in the greenhouse that has more than a few volatile chemicals. Mix them and render that pool unusable. Anything that ain't a cleaner should do. Dump the mix into the pool, then find somebody in Slug and tell them you did it for Rizzo's. That'll get those damn bastards into some red water.
Why Rizzo's?
They're getting a tad too cozy with your friendly neighborhood slugs. We don't want either gaining power on the board. Easier to do so if their alliance ain't so sweet anymore. Personally, I don't think we're going far enough. Rizzo's is all smiling gun hands and uppity scientists. Wouldn't mind bringing them down with some well-placed bullets, but meh. If you're worried about this hurting your relationship with Slug, I wouldn't. The guard's thicker than the shit in that pool. Tell him you're with Rizzo's and he won't question it.
Did Rizzo's ruin the pool, or was that you?
This here's a messy business, friend. And when it comes to messy businesses, the rule's always the same. Don't get too curious, whether it's about Saltuna additives or espionage. Spacer's Choice didn't ruin anything. Rizzo's did. And ain't that a coincidence? But it's also going to be Rizzo's that permanently puts that pool out of commission.
All right.
Dandy. Come on back once you've done your deed.
So I'm guessing we can either, like, clean the pool or, like, I mean, either clean it or we can make it, like, poisoned forever. Dang. All kinds of shit for these. You know what? I want to go up around this whole balcony because I haven't done that yet. Plus, there might be some other stuff up here worth grabbing. Oh, that leads down to the front.
I can't believe Helen's gone.
Little hotel guest. Man, everybody's so... They're all really torn up about her death. So much so that they're just concerned with the fact that they won't be able to make any money. We won't be able to make any more movies with her anymore. I can't believe we won't be able to see any more of her movies and make more... And be able to use her to make more money. No, of course.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Sampling of the barcode reveals it is host not only to alcohol, but a variety of other substances as well. Among the selection are Adrenatime, pep pills, dervish mist, and many other narcotics with unrecognized chemical signatures.
Taking any two of these at once could shut down most of a person's organs.
Chemical analysis confirms user comment. This news is unlikely to factor into the murder, however, due to frequency of Byzantine narcotic misuse.
Guess rich folks know how to party.
System error. By know how to party, did you mean die?
Something tells me they won't miss a few extra bottles here and there.
Moralizing. It's not theft, it's object repositioning.
Alright. Alright, so we're obviously going to need to analyze a lot of these areas as well that we've been to now. We haven't had any enemies yet, so I don't feel like I need to switch this over. Oh god, never mind.
Did you know that Raptidon claws carry bacteria and have the potential to cause organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss?
Some creatures got out. You may want to deal with that there, buddy.
Whew. Thanks for the help back there. I've actually never fired a gun before. Is this ringing in your ears normal?
Yeah. Yep.
That's more than a little disconcerting, since I maxed out my medical allotment this month. That's what I call my booze fund. Still, I had to be alive to be able to go deaf later. I'm not sure if I actually hit any shots. If you hadn't intervened, it could have been bleak.
Seems like it'd be Slug's job to keep a horde of Raptidons from getting this far.
I'm just as confused as you are. Someone should have been on shift to see them coming. Ms. Vargas would probably have a better idea of what happened. She's stationed at the luxury pad.
You know, I just realized you owe me a little more than a thanks.
What do you mean?
Weapon maintenance and the ammo ain't cheap, buddy.
Oh. You know, they warned me about freelancers, but I forgot what they said. Also, who they were. Anyway, here.
Thank you. Thank you for the $200. General Shakedown. Alright, so I guess we can either, like, what? Fix the pool cleaners, blue water coloring, chloronisol, and hydrogenated defoamer. So I can either... So it would be 1... One, 4, 5? 1, 4, 5? Or 5 in any of these? There we go. Okay. Pool cleaner, there we go. Chemical to the pool filter. So am I not just sticking it to Rizzo's then, I guess, at this point? There we go.
Oh, thanks a million, Inspector. The smell cleared right up. Well, in a couple hours, the guests might even be back. Then I actually gotta start doing my job. Of course, we're not gonna get a follow-up shipment for the water anytime soon, so they'll have to content themselves on the deck. I got a little something for making my job that much less miserable. It's the key to our storeroom. If my boss asks...
Oh, nice. Alright, I'll take that. A key? I think we both know my work was worth a little more than that.
I guess I can spare a few bits. And, here, this pack of smokes. Sorry, they don't really load me up with the goods. I gotta get back to it if you don't mind, Inspector.
So is this for that, that underground area that we were in earlier? Building from earlier? Well, let me just keep going around here a little bit. Went around through there. Go around this greenhouse, see if there's any more. I don't know how you were supposed to... He never told me, like, how to wreck the pool. Maybe, like... Do you, like, have to just combine any other kinds of numbers to, like, do it, or... Because it seemed to me like I was just supposed to clean the pool. Distillation. Very orchards. Oh, I didn't see these. This is open too. Pilot house. Oh yeah, here it is, this building. This is what I was looking for. Hell yeah.
Nicely done.
Some of that. Yeah. I wonder where that leads, though. I kind of see. View lockdown alert. For those Eridanos atmospheric complex is under lockdown. No person is permitted to arrive and depart from the complex without explicit permission from Mr. Kincaid. To L. Vargas, subject under control. Hey, Miss Vargas, want to let you know that everything is under control. Well, first of all, I've got to read that. To anyone on my idiot maintenance crew is still alive and not actively on fire. We've got a dozen reports about an explosion in the generator room. As I recall, I sent a team of you wholeheads down there for a routine inspection. Please tell me you remember to shut down the void-forsaken generator before you start jabbing around in there. Tell me you at least remember the most basic of safety procedures. Because if you forgot again, I swear on my grandmother's grave I will find out, and then I will find you. And if, and I do mean if, any of your organs are still functioning after I finish with you, I will rip them out and sell them to the nearest Spratwurst vendor, which will make maybe half a dent in the monetary damages you've caused on Slug's behalf. Fuck. Lily Vargas. Hey, Miss Vargas, wanted to let you know that everything is under control. Situation is normal, just a small weapons malfunction and a slight gas container combustion. Workplace hazard, really. Maybe if you actually trained us instead of spending all your time shouting your overinflated head off, Slug wouldn't need to buy itself a new wall. Oh well, live and learn, yeah? Someone not part of your crew. Fair enough. So does this lead... So where does this lead into the hotel? Because we couldn't get in here earlier. Oh, this leads to the...
Oh, you're the inspector. Welcome. Has anyone helped you with your luggage yet?
No, because I don't have any luggage. Oh, that's where this leads. What's this? Broken elevator notice. The Grand Colonial Hotel Service elevator is out of order and will be for the foreseeable future. Please use the stairs to transport all equipment to and from the employee quarters until further notice. Additional liniments will be dispensed for those who back pain becomes too severe to continue providing the impeccable service our hotel is known for.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%.
This seems like a workplace hazard. How hasn't Slug caught this?
Searching Slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees.
Is this normal?
Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
I'm gonna turn it on.
Wait, bad idea!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Y'all got lucky. Chef Anwar. Taking your saltuna there, good sir. Hello, Chef?
Terribly sorry, but I can't chat just now. Someone on the second VIP level just ordered 15 canid meat pies, and if I don't get to it now, it'll be my head.
I'm Inspector. I've got some questions to ask you about Halcyon Helen's murder.
I understand your devotion to your job. Really, I do. And I hope you'll understand mine. Things might change if you had something very particular to talk to me about, but I'm afraid I'm just too busy to talk right now.
That's a hint.
I'd be delighted to chat with you later.
That's a hint, for sure. Alright, so this is like... So the bellhops hang out.
Mighty strange went on earlier.
What happened? Norval get his cap stuck in the toilet again?
Not today. I was carrying a bag up to the second VIP guest fort earlier. Even for our guests, it was...
Okay. Same thing, yeah.
Wow! I haven't felt this great in ages. I wonder what...
Running something. It's just like their kitchen, I guess.
Get anything good for lunch?
Be free.
What?
You,
It's kind of bugged there.
How the hell?
Ooh, look at this. Room B1 gift, door card? Room key card? Let's close that, shall we? Steal whatever's in here. It's apparently a lot. Alright, where the hell does this lead? Oh, it leads to her.
Oh, hello there. Nice to see you. Anything you'd like to discuss?
No. Just came up here to poke around. I was wondering how you got up here. That's how.
Readying for contact mode. Upon command, affirmation.
So these are all like rooms for, I'm guessing, all the bellhops? Oh god. Bunch of dead sprats. Take that. Toss ball card. Access messages. Notice of termination. To R. Motts, Robert, this is to inform you that tampering with hotel property is unacceptable. You were not authorized to repair the malfunctioning time clock. I know you were eager to avail yourself of Rizzo's free tour in exchange for 10,000 hours on the clock, but you've forgotten where your loyalties lie. By accepting that free tour, you would have unwittingly agreed to become a part of the Rizzo family. You're Slug, not Rizzo's. Or rather, you were Slug. I'm disappointed in you, Robert. Consider this message your termination notice effective on receipt. Unlock room C2. Okay. So this is B. That's C. So this is A. Oh. Work IDs of Helen's sidekicks. This pile of cartridges contains the IDs of Halcyon Helen's sidekicks who were killed, mortally wounded, mulched, melted, torn to ribbons, decapitated, or turned into mechanicals in the line of duty, or otherwise identified post-mortem. Typhon Tim, Olympius Opal, Terra 2 Terry, Sparks the Wonder Canid, Burbage's 1900 through 1999, Bolt Vanderhuge, Eridanos Eve, Inconsequential Groundbreaker Maintenance Worker number 13B9, Caleb, okay, Bison, the Broker with 4 Broken Limbs, Halifax, the entire 26th season of the Tilebackers, IDs blackened beyond individual recognition, Stakeout Steve, Dirk Tenderly. Alright, that's just kind of weird that that's in here. Oh, It's a replica of her gun. Yo, you think we can get her? You think we can get her gun in this? The what was it called? The Needler, bro. There's obviously got to be some new weapons for this, right? So I love how there's not like a lot of people just perusing these halls. Okay, A2 card. Let's get into that.
I'm trapped in room A3. Please, someone come help me.
Well, I'd have to open the door. I don't know how I would do that, but okay. Stealing those. Ooh, dark matter bar? I don't think we've seen that yet. There's Spectrum Red.
I'm feeling weak. Please just open the door.
I can't open the door, ma'am. Alright, B1 card. I have that now. Thunderclap. Oh, that's a named weapon. The fuck is going on in here? Oh, this leads into the next room. Oh, well, now this just looks like a pile of secrets. Seems like somebody was being fucking sneaky. E3. Alright. Oh.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This collection of frozen food has not been restocked in some time. Many of these items are not available in the Grand Colonial and must have been brought in from outside. The fridge was transported here from one of the guest bedrooms upstairs.
Huh. Alright, that's kind of strange. Electro-charged surface. Bunch of stuff out here. Safe. They have a terminal as well. Handwritten note. I have eaten the purple berries which were in the refrigerator and which you were probably saving for breakfast. They were awful. Okay. Does that... Oh, there's another wig here. B4. It's like roulette. I like that the Outer Worlds theme has basically been playing on loop. It's like the hotel music. Alright, so we've done B. C1. More parts, there's some bits. Okay. G-cell. C2. Oh shit. There's a dead guy in here. Hotel uniform. Engineer's final note. To whom it may or may not concern, I don't understand why I deserve to be terminated. I was your engineer. I fixed things. Your time clock was malfunctioning. You were logging 1 hour for every 10 I put in. How is that fair? And yeah, I admit it. I wanted that free tour of the distillery. I put in my 10,000 hours and I deserved to wet my throat with a little Spectrum Violet. I didn't know accepting that free tour meant I'd join the Rizzo's family. You know I can't read fine print ever since the welding accident. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Catch a freighter back to the Groundbreaker? Sublight won't pick me up, so I guess that means I'm going to talk to Mr. Ludovico, hat in hand, and beg him to employ me. Sorry, I take that back. I won't have my hat in my hand. I turn that in with the rest of my personals. It was a stupid hat anyway, Mott's. It was a dumbass hat anyway. Oh, this guy's a guest. Oh shit! What have we discovered? Oh my good God! What's going on in here? This guy's got his whole fucking arm off. Holy shit! What did I stumble upon in here? Another wall broken in here to this room. Okay. Does everybody know that there's like a bunch of dead people in here? And the last door, C4. Champion tossball stick. Ah, so this person's a tossball fan. Okay.
Can't imagine what it must be like, living down here like sprats in a wall.
Oh, I can imagine it's not the most fun thing. Obviously, they're all a bunch of bellhops, so. Okay, well, I think that's probably going to do it for this. We've kind of taken a look around. We've done the one side quest we've had so far. So we have a couple of these. We have a couple main quests. So I'm guessing that most of these are open. I mean, that one's not. I know that Distillation Station is. Pilot House is. Alright, so the spaceport is not. And then this is the orchards, right? Bridge to the orchards. Alright, well, I guess. Oh look, another tossball stick. Alright, so I guess next time we'll head. I think we'll be talking to her next time. So that's going to do it for this part. When we come back next time, we will talk to her, and we'll head into the fields, I'm guessing. So take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.